Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this video. So what I thought I would do today would be, if you were to ask me, if you're starting out in makeup, regardless of how young you are, how mature you may be, if you're just now starting into makeup and you're just interested in maybe a handful of products to get you started, if you were to ask my opinion, I thought I would show just a few choices that I would make. So starting with primer. So if you do have dry skin, you can get your hands on this Catrice. This is called the Fresh It Up Aqua Fresh Hydro Primer, and it says moisturizing with bamboo water. You can get this on Catrice's website. Ulta used to carry this brand, and for some reason it's been discontinued. I'm not sure why, but this is a good hydrating primer if you do have dry skin. And actually Catrice does carry a matte primer as well if you do have oily skin. And then for your foundation, if you're interested in full coverage, I do highly recommend the Hard Candy Glamoflague, which I've talked about this in previous videos with my Shop My Stash videos. This does have the doe foot applicator inside. This does provide some really good coverage for you. Very affordable from Walmart. And then if you like something on the lighter side, I don't hear too many people talk about Neutrogena anymore, but this is a brand that you can get basically any drugstore. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint. This is the shade Nude 40. I wish there was one, I think there's one a little bit lighter than this that might work well for my skin tone, but it's more of a pink undertone, which I don't have pink in my skin. But this is a good option if you like something on the lighter side. And then on another full coverage product, this is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This does have the liquid dropper inside. You can also get this on their website as well. It's sad that Ulta doesn't carry this brand anymore, but I do really highly recommend this foundation if that's what you're into. And then for concealer, so the label has basically rubbed off of this packaging. This is the e.l.f. Camo concealer in the hydrating version. This is in the shade Light Sand. I really do like this concealer from the drugstore. You can find this at any drugstore, Walmart, Target, CVS, that kind of thing. It's a really great concealer. And then also another recommendation would be the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. You can find this just about anywhere as well, very affordable. And then let's see, for powders, even though I have dry skin, I still like to set my makeup with a powder, even if it's a lighter application, just because, you know, once you put your foundation and all of your products on top of one another, it still can remain a little bit tacky, so I do like to set it. And then, of course, when you're applying your blush, it's going to help it glide on a little bit easier. So I tend to grab for loose powder. This is the Coty Airspun. This is the translucent extra coverage. I have used this since I was a teenager, so this for me is holy grail status, ride or die, baby. And also, this is new to me, but I do recommend this. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. You do get a lot of product in this container. It's almost maybe about the same size as the Airspun. The Airspun powder, you get 2.3 ounces. This is 20 grams or 0.7 or 0.70 ounces. But regardless, they will both last you a very long time. If you like pressed powder, this is also new to me, and it's a classic. It's been around for a very long time, the Loreal True Match powder. This one is in Light Ivory W2. And then let's see, bronzer, in terms of bronzer. So I do have the Milani bronzer here. This one is, it's called the Silky Matte. This is the Sunlight 01 powder. Now I can show you a swatch here on my hand. You can see it does have that neutral undertone. It's not very cool, not warm. It's right in the middle. And that's actually what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing most of these products that I'm going to talk about. They are on my face. And then if you do like something with a little bit of glow, the Loreal, this is the Loreal True Match Lumi Bronze It Bronzer. You get a very large amount of product in here. As you can see, it's a very large compact. This also has some shimmer and sheen to it, but it's not too much. Probably can't see it too well on my hand, but there's a swatch of it there. This will last forever. And then for blushes, I think we all know I'm in love with these Essence Pure Nude blushes. These are new to the market. This one in particular is called Shimmery Rose. Since springtime is coming, or is here now, I think this would be a great option for springtime. Well, granted, yes, you can wear it anytime you want to, but it's got that light pink tone to it, but all of those blushes from that line are great. And then also, not too long ago, I picked this up. I actually have a backup of this. This is the CoverGirl Instant Cheekbones in Sophisticated Sable. So what you're going to get here is, these are blushes you could use individually. You can mix them together if you wanted to. Here's a highlighter on the side as well. I actually thought there might be a chance of them discontinuing this, but I managed to pick a backup up at Walmart. I highly recommend that one as well. Let's see, for also another blush option. So I do have this one, which I've spoke about before, the Milani Luminoso blush. I'll try to do a swatch on my hand. Might not show up too super well on my hand here. But here's the color right here. It does have some sheen to it. It does look very, very lovely on the skin. This has been around for ages, so obviously they're doing something right because it's a classic. And then let's see. So here is I was calling this Reload, I think in another video, but it's Relove Revolution. This is that, I guess, the sister brand to Makeup Revolution, which you can find this at Walmart. And this duo is called Sweet, has the blush and the highlighter inside. Both of these are pretty strong in pigment, does not need much. You need a light hand with this. And let's see, if you do like cream blushes, I'll show you this option from Believe Beauty. This one is called Doll Face. It's a cream blush. Really, really beautiful. This, to me, I found this online. I think it was, I want to say Emily Noel or Sabrina. One of them had featured this on their channel. And as you can see there, it's that really pretty rosy color. It's very smooth. It does last a while on your cheeks, too. And let's see, because sometimes on my face anyway, sometimes blush can be ate up by my skin. I don't know why. And then highlighter, in terms of highlighter. So I've got this one from Wet n Wild. This one is in Blossom Glow. It's called the Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. And there's what that looks like. Really pretty iridescent shade, I would say. Has some shimmer and sheen to it. And then also the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This has been around for a while. This bad boy was on, it was viral there for a long time on the internet. I think it blew up the internet for a while. This one is kind of on the subtle side, but it's really smooth, and it's not glittery or chunky by any means, but there's a swatch there. It's probably hard to see it on me. And then let's see, eyeshadows. So since we are talking about a starter kit, I could go on for days about eyeshadow, but I won't do that here today. So here's the quads from e.l.f. These are the bite-sized quads that people have been speaking of. This one in particular here, which is what I'm wearing today. This one is called I Love You a Latte. All four of these colors are matte. This one here is in my crease. And then the other quad that I have here, this one is the Cream and Sugar palette. So this color here is on my lid. This one is in my crease as well. And for me, I don't know why it does this, but it looks more of a cool tone on my eyes. I don't know why, but it pulls more cool. Which, hey, I'm not sad about that. I like cool tone eyeshadows. The other quad that I have here that I'm going to speak about is called Truffles. And being honest, I have not used this that much, if at all, just because I guess they're all dark in tone. But you really could pull off a smoky eye with this. It's really pretty. All of those quads are great. They are great pigmentation, and they blend so easy. So eyeliner, I'm going to go with this. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Eyeliner. This is the shade Sunnyvale. This, if you do like brown, something that's more on the softer side versus black. Here's a swatch of it here. This stays on my eyes pretty well. I don't think I've really tried it in the waterline, but it stays pretty well on my lower lash line, which is where I typically wear eyeliner. And then for brows, I recently picked this up at Ulta. It's this one from Morphe. This is called, what's this called? The Definer Brow Pencil. The shade I have is Java. So here we go. Here's a look at how skinny this pencil is. You can see how teeny tiny it is. But to hold it in your hand, it's very lightweight. And that's one thing I really like about it. And here's a swatch of that pencil here. So if you are a brunette and you need something that's more neutral, maybe on the cooler side, I would recommend Java. It works well for me, and I have very tiny, very skinny brows. So if you happen to come across this video and you're a teenager and you're contemplating plucking your brows and your eyebrows are already kind of full, I would caution you not to, because I did my brows years ago as a teenager. I really messed them up and wished I hadn't touched them. But, you know, it is what it is. And let's see, lips. So, lipstick. So, the Maybelline, this is the Maybelline Color Sensational line. This one is in the shade Rosy Risk. This is what I'm wearing on my lips right now, if you do like that kind of tone. And the formula, this is the cream formula. Really like that. Another shade that I do like is called Warm Me Up. And here's what Warm Me Up looks like. Kind of in the same family. And then for lip glosses, again, I do like these Rimmel Stay Glossy glosses. I don't think these get enough love on YouTube. But these are very moisturizing. I'm not going to say that they last a long time, because it is a lip gloss. And it doesn't really have that grip to it. So they're not thick or sticky. So they're not going to last super long on the lips, but they're great. I really love those. And then here is the Maybelline Lifter Glosses. Packaging's kind of chunky, which, you know, I think we can all kind of overlook the packaging. But here's the doe foot applicator on that one. And this is the shade Topaz. The other one that I have is Moon. That one's also nice. These are pigmented and they're moisturizing. So you'll get just a hint of color there. So yeah, I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope you enjoyed my picks for a drugstore starter kit. Tell me down in the comments what you would pick if you were going to start out in makeup. What would you choose if you were to go shopping? So yeah, I hope everybody has a great day, and see you in the next video. Bye.